a dreary, dreary, dreary day today. So I've got all my studio lights and it's very bright in here and it's very warm. So if I start sweating like a pig, it's called glistening like a pig. I'm a lady. So anyway, today I am doing a very, very simple review on this wig. Somebody done told me that I talk too much. They said, oh my God, lady, get to the freaking point. So I am finally, I'm gonna find a way to talk though. So my beautiful hair came in this gorgeous black box, which I really like. And inside I got instructions on wig care and all that good stuff. And then there's me, look. So this hair is super, super soft and super pretty. I already washed this hair because I bleached the knots. Can you tell? Look, child, one day, I'm gonna get it one day. But I had to let this hair dry, soaking wet, like still dripping over the tub because I didn't want it to lose its curl pattern. And I noticed that certain textures, if you towel dry them or if you run a brush through them, you'll mess up the texture of it as it dries. So after it dries that's when I start running my hands through it. But before it dries, I just let it dry soaking wet and it retains its curl pattern a lot better. So this is Shakwafala. This is Brazilian virgin hair and it's in the texture deep wave. I know I cut small. So this is 22 inches of Get Your Life, okay? This is gonna be waist, depending upon how tall you are. If you are shorter than 5'3", yeah, this is gonna be down your back, boo. I'm 5'4", and this is about waist length. So it's in its natural color and has not been dyed, and it's a full lace wig, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you the cap construction. So this is the cap construction. This is cap number 7, and of course it's got a full lace front, and then you got your temple combs, a crown comb, a comb in the back, and then you got some additional lace for a very believable updo, which I would, but see the way my hair is set up, I ain't gonna do that. So I'm gonna get in close so I can show you the pluckness of it all. It came pre-plucked. And of course, that meant I was gonna try to do something else to it, so I did. And I kind of screwed up a little bit when it comes to bleaching because I'm still learning about bleaching. Yeah, but that can be corrected. I did a horrible job one time. I was bleaching the knots and I darn near made my whole wig a never cut. So to fix that, because I know that it has been addressed, and y'all know I'm transparent as heck. I am not a stylist. If I mess up, y'all don't see it anyway, so why try to hide it? So what I would do is I would put Got to Be Glued all along the scalp. Like pretend you're bleaching the knots and you just brush Got to Be Glued all on the scalp and make sure that those knots are completely covered. Let it dry, give it time, let it dry because it takes a long time for that stuff to dry. And then I would just use a regular dye and I dyed my whole wig, and that way when I washed my wig, the dye only got onto the scalp and it did not color the lace. You don't want your lace to be dyed unless you want your lace to be darker, but I wouldn't recommend doing it with hair dye because you're gonna ruin your hair. And I'm going to go ahead and pop her on my head. I'm not gonna use any glues or any Got to Be Glued or anything like that because I used to wear my hair completely glueless and I gotten away from that, but I wanted to show you guys how easy it is to wear one of these wigs. This wig that I'm wearing right now is the 360 wig and it is not, okay, I have not put any Got to Be Glued on it at all and it looks fine. It's still secure because I'm using my combs and I'm using my adjustable straps. I'll be right back. In the meantime, enjoy this commercial break from Shakwafala. Peace. Lace is all cut, but to add a little extra, I am going to put some foundation on my lace so that it blends a little bit better. So I'm using Jawakatimo for that. So basically you just take whatever color your foundation is. I am using Trinidad by NARS because what? It was there. And I'm going to put a little bit on a really, really fluffy brush because you don't want to be heavy-handed at all, and you're just gonna swirl it around. And give it a little tint. Sing. That's why I like fluffy brushes to put on makeup. Plus it's fun. Bye, gorgeous wig. I love this wig. Get out the way. God, it killed her. No! Fart nuggets. I spilled foundation all over the carpet. Guess I'm gonna have to play the doll again. All right, let's bring her down. She's nice and comfortable. Okay, so I got my wig on, and thank goodness that and you know what? That little foundation trick really does help blend the lace in if you do not have the patience to go ahead and do that whole T thing. Here's what the lace looks like, and it's so natural looking, but boom, because it's not glued down, showing Jesus and all his children your edges, girl. All right, so I wanted to stand up and give you guys another view of how gorgeous this wig is. Kind of reminds me of the wig that Cynthia was wearing in Real Housewives of Atlanta when they were throwing that divorce party. It's very, very soft, and I can run my hands through it and not have to worry about losing hair or leaving hair trails, because ain't nothing worse than that. You're at a party or you're at somebody's house and you're just randomly running your fingers through your hair, and then like you go like this and you're like, oh, there's a whole bunch of hair, and you're gonna go act like it wasn't yours. I could totally see adding some layers to try to frame it a little bit more, but I'm not gonna do that today because I like it when it's long. So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. The full lace wig, 15, 130 density. And like always, I'll leave all the information for this hair in the description box below. I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you guys so much for stopping by.